watching storm clouds stack. Torchlight on the hillside, stone tools, shaking hands, marking out a field in the twilight, trying to tame this land. From stone to steel, I keep on grinding, day and night. I'm digging through prehistoric hearts, still fighting, but I build my world with you, fields and fire. The sky's still violent, but I won't lay down my tools. From stone to steel, I keep on climbing, making our own rules. Pickaxe in the mine shaft, echo in my chest. Every swing a silent promise, I'm giving you my best. Tracks cut through the wheat rows, smoke over the ridge, engines roaring under the sunrise, rolling over this bridge. From stone to steel, I keep on grinding, day and night. I'm digging through, dragging through rich hearts, still fighting, but I build my world with you, fields and fire. The sky's still violet, but I won't lay down my tools. From stone to steel, I keep on climbing, making our own rules. When the thunder sounds like rifles and the fields feel like a war, I remember why I'm planting, who I'm building for. From stone to steel. Yeah. Got a plow in my hand, but it looked like a tux from a beast long gone. Boots in the dirt, got dust on my face like I just woke up in the age of stone. Sun come up on a fossil field, old bones sticking out where I sold my yield. Granddad said, boy, that's thunder lizards. I just hit the gas, made the tractor sizzle. Cornrows lined like a rib cage curve, big skull sitting where the scarecrow were. Got mud on my chain, gold on my belt, but the ground got stories that it still won't tell. Prehistoric farmer, riding through the valley, big tracks, big ruts, fossils on the prairie. Turn that rock to a thorn in the dust. I'm an old world king in a pickup truck. Prehistoric farmer, digging up the past, got the future in my pocket with the cash in the dash. If the earth got secrets, let it talk to us while we ride through the dino dust.
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Animal, prehistoric farmer. Hopefully you're all doing well. I know it's been a bit since I've done me some farming simulator, but I broke that one piece on my PC you know, not the PC itself, but the parts for playing the game. And I gave up, man. I give up. I want to play the game, so I'm gonna try to attempt today to do some minor stuff. We're gonna find a place on this here map. We're gonna try to, you know, buy some land, do our thing, and then we'll go from there. Currently I'm right here. I don't have any land or any of that good sort of stuff, so we're gonna have to end up doing that. I am on a standard game. I'm not on a server. I'm not going to be running a server for this game anymore. I thought we had people interested, but as soon as my stuff broke, man, everybody disappeared. So, I'm going to forget about spending that extra money that I really don't need to spend on a server that people don't play on. Same's going to happen with my ARC and stuff as well. I'm going to end up... I'm going to pay for the servers to get them turned back on, then I'm going to open them up so I can move all my stuff off from the servers and back onto my normal thing. And I'm going to do it that way. The one moderator I had, he never seems to ever show up, so... Is there... Alright, so this is Owensdale, Michigan, up in Huron County. If you guys aren't familiar with it, that's okay. Even me being a Michigander, I'm not all that, like, informative on this spot either, because, I mean, I've been through Huron County, I've been through Owensdale once or twice. Nothing much, you know, that I could actually exactly remember. But we're gonna find some property, and we're gonna see what we can do. Hey, appreciate that. Alright, so, what we gotta do is I gotta find some land, man. So, let's see what we've got. I'm starting out with 250,000, start from scratch, so we have no property. You know, you guys know how that is. So what we need to do is find a piece of land, which this piece here is 12,000. Okay. I want to scope it out first before I just buy it. I want to see if I'm going to have enough room to at least start something. Okay, we got a barn back here. Okay, no, actually, I wasn't even paying attention. I got enough area I can actually be able to hopefully remove things. I mean, if we can sell stuff, that'll be great. That's what we'll end up doing. Maybe, I don't know. Like this back here would actually be a good spot for me to put in some gardens and whatnot. What is this? Little shaker box. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty neat. Let's see what else they've got around the general area. Definitely need land where we're gonna have room to do stuff. Well, there's a rock on the yard. That ain't a big deal. Right here in the middle of a big, well, not in the middle of a big field, but I mean that's a pretty massive. Holy God, that is about 1,000,000. 356,000. Okay. A little out of my wheelhouse. 17,000. 18,000. Problem is, I gotta find a spot. I don't exactly know how many houses were on here because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, here's another little spot right over here. Oh, geez. Less than $6,000, huh? Why so cheap? It's an itty bitty house, isn't it? Yeah, it's an itty bitty house. You know what though? I like it. It's simple, it's small. Pretty elegant looking, you know what I mean? We got a nice little garage with a work spot in here. Okay, yeah, you know what? I like this spot. It's a little more compact, a little more dense. Oh, I forget I can't use my controller in here. Dun, 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 dun. And that's 17. I could actually buy this and that and have a piece of the property. You know what I mean? I could buy that too. Let's see what these fields here are. Weeds, medium, sorghum. Okay, okay. So it's a grain, right? Hey, sunflowers. You know what? I think this might be the spot, you guys. This might be the spot. I like that. I like that. The store's right here, so it's not that far away, right? Yeah, those are stores. So yeah. No, this is peachy down the bottom right corner. I can dig that like extremely well. So let's buy this. And this is on hard, so it's not like it's gonna be all that great. Okay, now if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need tractors, stuff of that sort, you know, yada yada yada. So I'm trying to use controller. I don't have my side panel no more, so I don't have my buttons that I can just press to get me to where I want to be. So I got to figure this all out. Like, I'm doing it with you guys just because, you know, why not? What button is it, though, that I bring up the store with, man? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. Whoa. 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 Okay, that's not it. You can tell I don't play on the keyboard very often with this game, huh? I'll figure it out eventually, y'all. Maybe. Yeah, I can't remember how to access the store without using it, man. Oh, without using my side panel. This has got me so like, oh man, this is new for me. I wanna buy vehicles, but I can't remember how to buy the vehicles. That is, oh my lord. Don't laugh. You guys don't laugh at me. Oh my lord, are you serious? Oh, I feel. Oh. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure what the PC thing. I mean, I've been playing on PC forever now, but I've had a side panel and everything that I had dedicated buttons set for, so I never worried about this, man. That's why I bought everything before I got the game for PC. I'm not gonna lie, man. I should have played with this a little bit before I started the stream, but you know what? This is the best way right here, man. I show my lack of knowledge, so that way people don't think I'm playing around. Well, he's been playing it without it. I have not played this since my thing broke that day. And I stopped streaming that particular day. Literally haven't played it at all. I should have, and this is exactly why. There we go. There we go. See, I had to go look for it, guys. Had to go look for it. I literally did not know. Y'all thought I was joking? Now we know. Oh, man, that's going to eat up everything I got. Well, it's going to leave me with 100K. I'll still be able to... I mean, Massey Ferguson's okay. I mean, I prefer a Holland. But a Massey's just as good, I guess. 155 to 210. 224 to 302. And I know there's a few mods that came out that I don't have that I'm going to have to get, which I will. We ain't going to worry about that none right now. I got to look at the new mods. I've literally been out of it since I haven't been playing this game for the last month, and I'm sorry, chat. The beginning of the year kind of really ruined my first quarter of the year really bad. The loss of a family member type stuff. That was, you know, best friend type thing. My aunt, she was like the only person, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that really threw me for a loop. Well, 190, I mean, let's check her out real quick. I mean, we got back connections and everything. We're good. I really don't need this guy with this. Well, I mean, no, because I can't replace that with weight instead, which would be nice. That's got more power than this. Well, I guess it's understandable, and it's only standard. We ain't going above the 7810. Definitely not putting any weight on the front of this, though, to help within the fields. I may have to go small first, chat. I mean, you know what? It doesn't matter. We can go to small tractors. Okay, maybe not these small tractors. I'm not going with the old school stuff this time around. As much as I want this international. Honestly, I think I might just go with a medium style tractor. I mean, I've got my specifics, right? Like, we all know I've got my specifics. Yeah, y'all knew I was going with the white. Y'all knew it. For the guys that know me. Watch me, follow me, and all that good jazz. It's either Michelin or Continental for me. As much as I want this twin tires. I think that'll wait. If I get skinny tires, I can drive through the fields. I ain't got to worry about them getting destroyed in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So, I kind of want to go with that. Why do I have no license plate? I want a license plate, man. Back only, because that's just how Michigan rocks. We don't need a plate on the front. Forget it if they ever change it to that, because that's just lame. got it. Where is it at? Jesus, you'd think I'd know. Yes, sir. There we go. Peachy. Let's buy that. Gotta have that license plate, man. If you don't got a license plate, man, you get pulled over. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in. Hopefully you're all doing good today. Alright, we got that. We got a sorghum field to the right and a sunflower field to the left. So, let me think. 160K. We're going to need something to harvest that stuff. You know what? Yeah, no, let's just check the prices on the stuff first so I kind of have an idea. Oh. There are jobs I can take, so I guess maybe a few odd jobs between here and there. Because I am not buying these things again. I mean, if they've got them fixed, cool. If not, forget about it. I'm not spending forever working with these things. Sunflower growing, yada yada yada. Okay, so they all do all three, 12, 13, 25 to 28,000, 8,500. Oh, my controller turned off because I haven't been using it. Okay. Well, let's check this guy out real quick. Actually, no. Let me check out its 3.1 meters. Not very good. I don't like the size of that. That's a little janky. Beta. What? What is this guy? I don't remember that one being on here. Was that one added? Did I miss out on something? $6 meters. Okay, that's better than 3.1. But the price, man. The price. So we need another 105K plus another 35 for each of the heads. Alright, so fellas, I got me a tractor. That's cool. Saving content. Yeah. Because I'm playing on my own game. I'm not. Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, whatever. Now let's see if there's anything worthwhile doing on here. Oh yeah, of course. Least cost? Really? It's only gonna cost me that much? Bada boom, bada bang. That's our job right there. Remember to fill your tools if needed. Well, I'm not filling my tools, dude. He's got another one right here for hoeing. David. He's got a dirty hoe business going on today. What's going on there, Patrick? Welcome in. Oh, yes. No, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Today is wipe day. I will be on wipe day, my dude. I might not be there at wipe day time because, you know, being that it's a community server, I think his times vary a little bit different compared to mine. But I will be there. I will be there, buddy. Trust you me. Problem is my PS5 has been having severe problems with shutting down when it gets a little warm. So how long the stream may be, I don't know when it comes to that. I am on my PC today. Yeah, baby. Back on the PC. I had to get her out. Had to dust her out, man. She had some dust buildup while she's been sitting for a month. So, we're going to take this job because this is going to give us the additional dollars that we need. Because it's a hoeing job. So I'm gonna do this one first, then go down and do his other one, so that way when they're all done, said and done, you know how it goes. Yeah, like 5 p.m. instead of 2 p.m. standard when all the other ones do. His is a little different. which is okay with me. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Don't bother me none. You know what I'm saying? Not like it's a big deal. Just a second, guys. I gotta slide this over so I can see this chat better, because it's just not. It's cutting off some of the stuff. There we go. There we go. All right, we got those jobs taken. Let's come up here. The good thing is I can use my tractor for. Oh crap! Yeah, no, I can get away with using my steering wheel for a majority of this. This is the easy peasy stuff. The never talks about. What's going on over on the short side, you guys? How you guys doing today? I am back. I am using a controller to do all the additional stuff that I would have done otherwise with my side panel. You know how it is living on one paycheck a month, man. Disability really don't do a whole lot. So we're just gonna. Oh crap. I know it's contracted, or it's out there for contract work. Calm down. Man, they think like I don't know. Like, Animal don't know what he's doing, man. He's new to the farm scene. No, he's not. Get off his back. Alright. Alright. Let's get her done. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So this is not a road. Well, I mean, it's kind of like a road. We'll use it to get out to the main jam here. Oh, yeah, we got this. Oh, crap. Oh, it's got auto start on it. I don't like that. Come on, bub. Okay, that does that. Which one did my map? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose myself. I think it's to the right. Let's go right. I can't pull up my map. I don't remember what button it is. I'll just do it like this for now. Till I realize where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna do one first. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do one first and then that guy. Alright, let's get her. So how's everybody been doing? Y'all been good? What's been going on? You know, I got you guys. Don't worry. I go around, man. You guys are weenies. No ditch, no ditch. Oh, there's a little ditch. Oh, I knew it. I'm a Michigander. I knew there was a ditch. I should have been on the ball a little better. Okie dokie. Smoky. Unfold the weeder. Lower the dude. Well, no joke, guy. What is it like? It's his special day to know what he's talking about or something. Dun 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 dun. This is actually one of the tools I actually like to use for doing the hoeing with. Well, I mean, I like use. I think this is that. Is this the one I like to use? I have to look. It's been a minute. There's one particular one. I do like to use the hose. You get the right hoe, you can use the hoe on all three stages of the field without having to worry about it, small, medium, or large. But I prefer to get to them before the weeds get too big because, you know, weeds are like disobedient children that don't listen. I'm glad I still got my steering wheel, though, you guys. I'm still glad for the steering wheel. So, how's everybody doing today, man? We got 4 people on the main side. Oh, welcome in. I don't know how many we got on the short side. Hopefully we got a couple. Y'all doing well over there, I hope. Ooh, 3 legs on the main side. Sweet. We ain't got nobody over on the short side. I'm surprised. Nah, I know exactly why. I'll take care of that in a minute. No, I don't worry about it. I know exactly what the deal is. Oh, don't go in that ditch, animal. Oh, you're going. Oh, alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. My problem with using this guy is that this field isn't showing me a whole awful lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, weed wise, it needs it done, but. Yeah. Must have been small weeds. I like it when I can actually see what I'm doing. I will admit I'm not seeing much of any weeds that were really taken out. Hey. I'm just here to do the work, man. Alright, I gotta try to figure out roughly where we're gonna be at, cause I can't see the field, man. That's the only thing I dislike about this. Hot spots, blah 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 blah. Not worried about that. It should show me though. I'd like it to show me. I don't. Just doesn't want to show me. Alright. I'll just take a best guess. I'm going to be off. Now, if I had the AI running this, he'd get every bit of it. For sure. Me? Not too sure. So I'm just going to go straight up, spin it around, bring it straight back down. Oh my god, you know what? I don't even know how to set my cruise control because I don't have my side panel. Oh my god. It's crazy. I'm just gonna keep running over it till it gives it to me. Eventually we'll get her. I like it when I can see the weeds though, I really do. Alright. Yeah, it'll be a little off, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I said, we'll get her, fellas. We'll get her. I want to know where my cruise control's at. Okay, so I can flip between the front and the back, but I can't go straight to my tractor. What? C is select camera. I was gonna say C for cruise control maybe, but no. What the heck button is it for the PC, man? I'll sit here all day and figure it out. I'll just have to go look at the control setup here in a little bit. I'll finish this field off first, and then I'll worry about it. That way on the other field, when it's on the big one there, I can just set the cruise control, and I can just kind of do what I got to do on my phone. Try to finish sharing the stream out. I'm totally going to have so many areas missed. It's not showing me weeds, though, when I look at the, when I was looking at the map to see where the, weeds were at. I don't get it. Freaking cruise control, man. So how's everybody doing on the short side? Y'all having a good day? What you guys got going on? Anything cool, fancy? I mean, I know it's Thursday. Some of you guys are like, well, he's back after a month, man. Where'd he go? Oh, I kind of had, you know, complications. Been trying to deal with, other than just broken parts for my computer here, you know. No, I want to know. I want to know cruise control. So that way when I'm doing this, if I want to sit here and chit-chat without no problems, freaking can. Show me the weeds, Gene. You know what? Okay, that's cool. Turn off the lime. Why is the lime not turning off, man? Did it forget? There we go. Are you serious? The guy's got me weeding his field. For what purposes? I'm gonna turn that off too. I hate that. Oh, I passed it. One and two. Seriously. I mean, if that'll initiate it, then whatever. Whatever. No, come on. Said one. Okay. There we go. Never mind. It's 3 to start it. 3 to start it. 1 to slow her down. 2 to speed her up. There we go. I'm figuring this out, you guys. I'm gonna figure it out. I swear to God. I just want to get back to playing. You know how good this feels to be back on here playing. Once everybody sees that Animal's back playing Farm Sim, and hopefully they'll be like, okay, cool. We can go watch that instead of that other thing he's playing. Which, hey. There ain't nothing wrong with Rust. I absolutely love it. It's a great game. This is great too. So what's going on, you guys? How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all stopping by. Oh, I'm all out of coffee? Ugh. Not cool, man. Not cool. Good thing is, it ain't got to be perfect. Just got to get that thing to 100%. Not my field, not my worries. You know what I mean? Pretty simple. Do appreciate y'all stopping by, though. If you guys haven't done it yet, please slap that like, grab a link, and share it with your friends. You guys know me, that's been around. I'm chill, and that's just how I am. Like to be kicked back and relaxed. Tomorrow morning, no, chat. Tomorrow morning, hopefully back at this bright and early. Depends on how long my wipe day runs tonight for Rust. It's Thursday, man. That's a busy day for old Mr. Animal here. I got a bottle of water. Where's it at? Been drinking healthy, guys. I've only been drinking coffee. I have one soda, maybe 2 sodas a week. So I've cut that back drastically from drinking Coca-Cola all day and coffee all day to now I'm drinking water and only having a couple of coffees a day and only a couple of Coca-Colas a week. I mean, I'm trying to make drastic changes to my life. Like I said, a lot of it's affected from the beginning of the year and everything that's happened. I'm trying to make some more positive changes for myself, I'm hoping. Long run wise, you know what I mean? About 30 minutes exercise every day. I've been drinking so much water, for me it's unnatural because I absolutely hate the taste of water because it doesn't have a real flavor to it. I've always grown up loving, things with flavor. I am gonna start buying that natural. It's like a spring water that they infuse with like a mixed berry water. They don't add any extra sugars or any of that. Hey, how do I turn that off? I just noticed I got my blinker on, man. What button did I turn my blinker on? You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. How you guys doing? Oh, we should probably change that. Yeah, real time. There we go, thank you. I hate that the fast time thing. It really messes me up. I prefer to be, like on the servers I had it set up so that if I got on at 9 a.m. every day, it was 9 a.m. in game every day. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to reset it, but... Ooh, yeah, 83%. Still got enough daylight. It's only 12:47. Got plenty of daylight, hopefully, to knock that other field out. This other field, though, is massive. Massive. What's going on, you guys? Good Lord. 7 of you on the short side. Well, was. Appreciate you guys all tuning in either way. Hey, if you guys are into this type of content, man, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like. Jump over to the main side so that way you guys can see the full view. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate you guys all tuning in. Let's get this cranked right over. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Good enough for me. Can overlap a little bit, but that's okay. Faster I knock this out, quicker we can get over to that other big guy. And like I said, we'll get to the end of this and get about halfway back, and then it'll be like, you completed it. Then we can move on. Which is always cool. Always cool. Now, we'll be back on tomorrow morning as well, you guys. I'm going to get back into it every day. I'm going to get it down pat so that I got this thing learned how to do it with my keyboard for all the additional buttons. For now, I got to get past the thought of that. At least until I get paid and I can get me the either a new side panel for this setup or the dual analog sticks so that I can control the wood stuff. I might buy both. We'll see. We'll see how this coming month goes. All I got to worry about is bills. I got my land tax. My land taxes ate my money up. Here this month, man, it was being an adult. Finer parts of life, I guess. And in reality, I could have maybe missed something down to the far left side. Even because it looks like I may actually have these overlapping here, so I'm not seeing that number go up in the slightest. So I think it's over to the left further. This is going to be one of those fields where it's like, well, sir, I don't think you've really done your job today, man. You know. Yeah, we should have had at least 1% jump up over on the right side there on that counter. Is what it is. There it is, went up 1%. The fact that it's not showing me... Oh, there's 98%. But the fact I'm not seeing the weeds on the field itself, it's kind of throwing me for a loop. Really, it is. Because we should be... You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be right here on this path. I have a funny feeling it's gonna be between this pass, and probably definitely right in here somewhere. I'm assuming. But like I said, the map's not showing me what I want it to show me. So what do we do? What am I? You know what I mean? Like, those are weeds, but there's no weeds here. You see what I'm saying? What do I do? I don't have a clue, man. There it is. There's another percent right there. Like, how'd I miss that? Well, that's so weird. Like, how did we miss it? We'll have her done here in a second. I know we will, so. If I might have to make one more pass down here to the left of me where I was just at, you know, in between, that's fine. There it is. Alright. We're going to go through this little ditch. Doesn't look too little. Oi! Hey, we made it. Cranking high speeds. Hey, a proper dirt road. Look at this. I like this. Okay, how do I turn that off? Whoops. Well, there, it's off. Well, no joke, man. I ain't using it on this field. Well, let's go get this other field and get her knocked out the way and be done with it. Cruise control on. Hey, local football field. Heck yeah. 25 in school zones. 33, catch me. Owensdale, Gate Town. Okay. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. We have a lot of schools like that here in Michigan where it's like, oh, well, look, this city's got the school, but, yeah, hey, a U.S. Postal Service, dude. Sweet stuff. Hey, I'm trying to ride. Oh, crap. I heard him. Oh, man. Road rage. Get him away from me. Alright, last field is up here. Actually, right here. Okay, sweet. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this little tiny corner where I'm at first to get rid of that section. And then probably move down to that other corner down on the bottom of the thing there. I don't know. Figure it out, but I'm going to knock this little corner out up here because, yeah. Seeing on this, I can actually see the weeds we're removing, so that helps me tremendously. As long as I can see what I'm doing, I got it under control. Might not be the straightest, but I'll tell you what, at least she'll be done. That's all that matters to me. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, you guys, feel free to talk in the chat. I will respond to you. I mean, you know, if you guys don't talk in the chat, how am I supposed to really carry on a conversation with you all? Gotta get it all, man. Gotta get it all. Just how we gotta do it. Hopefully here in the next month I'll be getting back into doing my glass etching stuff too. Now that it's getting warmer outside, I ain't gotta worry about any of my glass breaking while I'm trying to do my etching. Out of this big old massive field, we've done 1%. Well, I'm still doing contract work, Bubba. I like how it's just got to remind me consistently. Yeah, between these two, this will definitely give us the money that we need to be able to buy a harvester. So then we can actually take on jobs without having to lose money. But I'm not buying nothing small. Honestly, I may go for the Colossus pack. Honestly, I might go for their setup because I absolutely love the stuff they've got. And you guys know me, I use it all the time anyway. So, hopefully, they've updated it from over a month ago and the last time I used it, and it just seemed like stuff wasn't working properly. I don't know why. So, fingers will be crossed when it comes time for it. My steering wheel, I got to tighten that beast down a little bit, man. She ain't been used in a little over a month. We got to tighten it all back up. Probably get a cup of coffee here in a little bit. This is Need to buy those flavor packets, like the energy style ones or something. Like good healthy ones though, nothing full of sugar or nothing like that. Honestly, I'd like to give me some of those tea packets. Like the instant tea that you just pour into the bottle of water. As long as it's got the natural tea caffeine that I like, you know. I love that caffeine, man. %4. All that over there, 4%. Huh. That's something. What is that? Supposed to be like a water pump or something? I don't know, I'd have to look at it. This is at a sawmill, so who knows? Surprised this don't take those flowers out too. Those are technically considered a weed. I don't care how cute they are. Oh, into the ditch. Well, at least they put shallow ditches on this one. I mean, if you hit any of the ditches around my house, IRL, you're gonna mess something up. Our ditches literally around my place, like no joke, they're like anywhere from 3 foot to 6 foot deep. Serious as a heart attack. And a stub toe. I think if you're having a heart attack, if you stub your toe hard enough, you might be able to, reverse it. No, I'm joking. Joking. Little water pump. Look at that little water house area. Nice. Someone's stuff is either done or all messed up. I gotta figure out how to take some of that music I've got, that I've made up and have had made up. I gotta figure out how to put that onto the, for the radio on here. I just gotta figure out how to set that up. Haven't even bothered with it. Ooh, yeah, 7%. We got a plane flying over us? God dang, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Gotta get all those weeds. I at least want I at least want to get the outline done. I think I heard the dog downstairs barking, so I'm gonna go check on him. I've fed them both before I started my stream, but you guys know those tiny dogs, man. It's like, once you feed them, you kind of got to be ready. I honestly wasn't thinking of it. Yeah, I'll feed them all, call it good, go up, get on my PC, and started my stream up. Wasn't even thinking about it. Okay, at least we're not hitting a tree right through here, so we're good. I just got to get all the stupid little weeds that might be hiding. I don't want to leave any of them behind. Why would a farmer want to... I mean, I understand leaving, like, a patch of trees and stuff for wildlife to congregate in, or to hunt later on. You know, whatever your preference is. Some people like meat, some people don't. I prefer that wild caught meat over that store-bought. Better flavor. More natural. They're still eating the crap that we leave behind, though, so It's not as natural as it was maybe 100 years ago. 'Cause at least 100 years ago we didn't have all the microplastics we do now. I don't know, I still prefer some wild caught deer meat and stuff like that. Boar meat's actually pretty good, wild boar. Healthier than the farm stuff. More to the natural side of how things should have been, anywho. Whoa, that was a tree breaking, man. I heard it. We don't even got no trees out here breaking. It's a calm day, no storms, sun, not a menacing looking cloud in the sky, and we still got trees sound like they're breaking. Through lakes on the short side and on the main side? Is that what we're sitting at right now? Let's see if we can't break 15 lakes on each side today, you guys. Plus 15 lakes means I gotta do freaking 15 setups. So we get 15 on each side. That's 30 setups I gotta do. I've already done my 30 for the day, so that just means extra burn for the day. You know what I mean? I love it. The burn. I love the effects of the burn. I don't like having to work for it, man. No, I'm joking. Honestly, I grew up on a horse ranch, so I never had to really exercise to stay fit. I just had to get up every day and do the stuff that I had to do. But after that ended, that kind of changed a lot of like my daily dues. No animals to go out and take care of anymore. Well, I mean, I got 3 to take care of now, I guess. Not really animals. A little hostile at times. Well, if you guys thought I was talking about the old lady and the kids, you're right. Absolutely, 100%. They're crazy, man. Crazy. Trying to keep it as straight as possible, but I know I'm doing a terrible job. See, I know that when I get ready to go step away for a minute to take a break, the AI may do one of 2 different things. And that is completely redo everything I just did, which would be a waste of my money. Which we know is probably going to happen. There's a really good chance that it'll happen. Then you got, it's 50-50. 50-50, I guess. Because it may just go right into the center and start working the center out as it should. You know what I mean? Should. I'm not going to say it will. Was that a short? Oh, I don't remember. And maybe it'll just follow my crazy kind of way of doing it and fix it, make it look so much better. I don't know. You know, I mean, there's just so many possibilities of what this AI is going to do when I do set it up and then walk away for a few minutes. As long as it, I mean, I got, what, 160K. I can take a few other different kinds of jobs, too, before I got to worry about actually having full money to buy the stuff needed for for the land. You know what I mean? It's going to the right a little bit, but it's not terrible. So how's it going over on the short side there, chat? Y'all having a good day? We're up to 4 likes on that side. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting there. We're weeding. We're weeding. Alright. Let me go. Are you serious? Just spin it. Okay. Okay. Taking my hands off now. Sliding the seat back. Alright. There's going to be some music here, so you guys are going to be able to chill and listen to a little bit of that while this and that's going on. So, hopefully this works, and it's still working like it should. There it is, except for that thing, man. That guy doesn't need to be there. He can be brought down.
Got dirt in my beer, got sun in my eyes.
There we go. We'll get
Got
that
a
off.
boulder for a chair and a stack of old hides.
Back in a few.
Been up since dawn, chasing these rockhead cows, swinging this stone, whole sweat dripping off my brow. Mammoth bones piled by the old clay creek, grain in the ground, been grinding all week. Yeah, prehistoric farmer taking me a break, leaned on my shovel, watch the tablets shake. Fire in the pit, got meat on the rack, scratching on a cave wall, we'll be right back. Prehistoric farmer, hat made of fur, sipping from a gourd, let the whole world blur. If the tribe comes looking, read the wall, that's fact. Charcoal letters big, we'll be right back, back, back. Yo, 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 yo. We'll be right got a stone wheel wagon parked by the hay. Croc skin boots kicking dust all day. Lil Dino dog napping by my feet. Flint on my belt for that midday heat. Prehistoric farmer taking me a break. Lean on my shovel, watch the tablet shake. Fire in the pit, got meat on the rack. Scratching on a cave wall, we'll be right back. Prehistoric farmer hadn't made a fuss. Sipping from a gourd, let the whole world blur. If the tribe comes looking, read the wall, that's fact. Charcoal letters big, we'll be right back. Yeah, 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 yeah. We'll be right back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I dang about spilled my coffee. What's going on, you guys? What's going on, Matthew? How you doing? You got yourself something very special. Huh. Oh, let me get set back up here, man. Let me get back into this. I dang about spilled my coffee. Oh, dude. Outside with the dog, man. I was watching TikTok. Watching that tic-tac, man. Got to get my fill of that tic-tac. Let me pull this up. Actually, let's switch to this. You guys are going to have the music for a minute. So, Matthew, if you're still here, what'd you get, bud? What'd you get?
Got a plow in my hand, but it looked like a tux from a beast long gone.
Hey, if you guys are on the short side, man, say hi. All that good jazz.
Like I just woke up.
What you guys up to today?
Sun come up on a fossil field. Old bone sticking out where I sold my yield. Granddad said, boy, that's thunder lizards. I just hit the gas, made the tractor sizzle. Cornrows lying like a rib cage curve. Big skull sitting where the scarecrow were. Got mud on my chain, gold on my belt, but the ground got stories that it still won't tell. Prehistoric farmer riding through the valley. Big tracks, big ruts, fossils on the prairie. Turn that rock to a thorn in the dust. I'm a no-world king in a pickup truck. Prehistoric farmer digging up the past. Got the future in my pocket with the cash in the dash. If the earth got secrets, let it talk to us while we ride through the dino dust.
All right. And remember, if you guys want to help the channel out, all you guys got to do is slap that like, share it, subscribe. And if you guys would like to help in other ways, you guys are more than welcome to. I have a PayPal. I got me the... I got a few different ways of going about it. You guys can join the membership. And if you join a membership, you guys are allowed to play on my servers and or with me on any private games such as this or Ark or even Rust. So if you guys want to play with me, be on my team, all that jazz, you guys are, we are on a 4-man server. That's what we play on for Rust. There are 4 of us already, so, well, about 3, I guess, technically. I mean, the one's here, and then he's not here. He works, he travels for work. He's like a chef, sous chef or something, I don't remember. But they go out and they do, like, big animal game hunts and stuff of that sort, So then he, goes out and does all the cooking, the meal prep, and all that jazz for him, which is pretty cool. I think that's awesome. So I think that's what he's been out doing for the last couple of weeks. Hopefully. I mean, and today is wipe day, so we will be jumping on Rust later, which I think it's roughly 5 p.m. for me when it wipes, so I'm just kind of in that waiting stage right now, man, but we're going to get her done. Figure it's my time to take over, man. The AI was doing enough. Using up all my money. Got he actually got quite a bit done while I was gone, didn't he? Not really a lot, but and honestly, in reality, what I ought to do is I should buy one of these, get in here and help, get this done, and let an AI run it, and then I can grab my other tractor and come over and help, because this is going to take a bit. This is actually quite the onset of work for one little tractor, but I mean, you know, something that would take a couple of days IRL. Set my cruise control so I ain't got to worry about it. Because I will make mistakes when I'm doing this. You know, I'm going to miss spots here and there. I'll come back and get them. I'm just widening it out a little bit. I decided against getting me another tool to do this. I really don't want to be out the money right now. I mean, I know my fields are going to need weeded. They're going to need all that crap. So, honestly, I mean, I should. Really, I should buy one. But my first growth, I'm not going to worry about because, you know, obviously we started, we bought the land, we bought the guy out. We'll get there. I'm going to try to make a couple mil before the end of the... You know what I'm saying? Starting a few days early, you know. Prior to the month actually beginning. You guys know I usually play from month to month on the map, so... We're going to do that. We're going to try to, before the end of April, IRL, we're going to try to make... Let's try to aim for 5 million without using terraforming. I know I said it, and I love the terraform because of how it can make me money. But I mean, I will use terraform, but that's only to level lands out, stuff of that sort. If I buy anything that's hilly, other than that, you know what I mean. You guys get the point. If I gotta level it out, I'll make some money. Other than that, I'm not gonna worry about it. Try not to worry about it anyway. I've seen they got some new wood chippers and stuff they added to the game. Is that correct? Anybody know? I gotta look into that later today. Charlie, welcome in. Hello, welcome. Oh, I see the name. I liked watching his stuff, man. He was a great debater, man. I liked watching his debate rallies and stuff. Not so much the last one, but you know what I mean. That was tragic. I liked him because he didn't sugarcoat anything. Man, do I got like a plane flying over us or what? Where is it? I'm not seeing no plane. I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing it. We at 31%. Alright. We're cranking. We're cranking. We're trying to. I'm going to go straight with this. I'll get that in a second right there to the left. Oh, missed a little bit right there. I'll go grab that here in a second. Well, yeah, no, I will. Every little bit counts. This is exactly why I like the skinny tires, because if this was my field and I was doing this, I'd be ruining this. Swear to God. We know I would. I'm only do a little bit, because I'm just going to go down, turn around, and come back. I don't really want to work on this down the side yet. We'll get here. Well, you know what? Meh. Forget I'm just kind of running it however I want to run it, right? I mean, he's paying me to get it done, so gets done, it gets done. So you guys got anything planned for this coming weekend? Anything to do? You guys going anywhere? I think I'm going to be the only guy on Rust today, too. Well, for team-wise. I know I'm built. I want to build out in the water this month, man. I want to build like a water base out there on Rust. I think that'd be fun. Oh, missed it. Oh well. Shh. Don't tell the farmer, the landowner, whatever. Pretend like I didn't miss that. Stability would be horrible. I want to talk about horrible stability, man. Do you see that stupid little base I built there on before the wipe? That thing, that had bad stability. I want to talk about some bad stability. Well, the thing is like a lot of people when they build a water base, I've watched like a lot of them do those, you know, the little pillar things up and out of the water and then build. If I were to do it, I'd honestly do complete walls and everything. That way, there's actually some stability there because, yeah, otherwise, yeah, no, a bad base with bad stability just means that they can get taken down easier by everything else, and ain't no fun there. I don't know. I'll figure something out, man. It depends on what they give us for a map. I know we could vote for it, but I didn't go in. I haven't been on there today to look or yesterday to look. I do appreciate you guys all tuning in over on the short side. We had 9 people a minute ago. You guys are epic. Trying to keep this as straight as it was, man. I don't really. I mean, it's like I said before, it's whatever, but. Then again, this tractor does like to walk to the right. It's a dead spot on the steering wheel, unfortunately. I've tried to fix it, but unfortunately, Logitech has all this cool tech for their controllers and their steering wheels, but the coolest one out of their whole setup, the heavy operators bundle equipment set, like you can't go in, you can't fine tune it, you can't do nothing, man. Yeah, I hope he gets in trouble for that, because we're only allowed to have 2 compound set of walls. We can have four of those turbines, but we can only have 2 sets of walls. So the fact that that guy had that many, is pathetic, and the fact that the server owner didn't hold up to his standards with the guy and reprimand him, or at least take down his ORP and all that, like, was ridiculous. Unless that was the actual owner of the server, which is highly doubtful, because I'm always keeping an eye on it, and when the owner gets on, it tells you when the owner's on. Because you can look at VIPs, standard players, moderators, and or owners, which is cool. Half the time I'm always leaving. Half the time I flip it over so I can see if the owner is on, so that way I know who it is, so I know who to talk to in the game. Because, you know, they can be a little weird. Depending on how long my PS5 holds out, too, I might end up having to buy the game on my PC. Alright. Yeah, my PS5 keeps overheating on me. That's what it'll end up having to do. I'll end up probably buying the game for PC, which is only like 20 bucks on PC right now. Which is cool. Cool. And my PC can run it. But see, there's a few things that I need to buy because I really like my PS5. I do. I got a lot of games on there. And I've got some games that are on there just for nostalgia reasons. And I can't get them on the PC without getting like an emulator. And I would rather have the original game and all my saves and my OG save files and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to buy. They're talking that PS6 is going to be coming out next year, which would be cool. It would be cool. But I don't think it's really that big of a necessity for me to try to worry about something like that. But I am thinking about taking my PS5 in to a local shop and having it gone through, because I need everything on my PS5 to work. I want it to work. So if I got to pay $100 to have it cleaned, fixed, you know, and all that put on it, then I'm good. Because I know my external hard drive that I've got, my 4 terabyte one, is not bad. 2 terabyte, sorry, it's a 2 terabyte external. No. Well, that's 4 terabyte, my bad. No, that's a 4 terabyte one. I got the 2 terabyte inside. So altogether, my PS5's got 6 terabytes plus the, 500 that it comes with or whatever. Came with, I don't know. But I just need to have it cleaned, have the back ports cleaned up, fixed if there's anything wrong with them. If I can get another couple years out of it, I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic with that. Well, they're talking, by what I had seen on a roadmap thing, I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, but for Rust Council Edition's roadmap, they're talking that by the end of first quarter, which is the first 4 months of the year, we will be getting Jungle, supposedly, for the Council Edition, supposedly. Now, if that was a real roadmap, I couldn't tell you. It could have been fabricated, AI, all that, so never know. But I do know, though, next month, I just got bills, and then I'm buying the side panels for this, so that way we can get back to the morning daily farm sesh that I love to do for 4 to 6 hours a day normally. Today won't be that long, only because it is wipe day for Rust, and I plan to be there, which is in like 2.5 hours. Unless the guy decides to get a hair in his backside and do it early, because all the other servers, what time is it? It's 2:40 now. All the other servers that are standard vanilla, they all wiped 40 minutes ago. Well, 39 minutes ago. $2 p.m. For me, anyway. If I get on there right now, all the servers should be wiped for vanilla. Which I ain't playing on vanilla anymore, and when I do, you know, it's because my teammates ain't on normally. And if I'm going to play alone, I'm definitely not going to do it on a server where if I'm alone running, 4-man can just raid, take everybody else's hard-earned work that they got up, you know what I'm saying? I go play on solo, that way my stuff gets raided, it's just mine. Oh, whoa, animal. And leaned over to set my coffee cup down, my dude decided to take a hard right. Bigger maps, though. I mean, I don't know if we really need the bigger maps. I mean, no, that would be cool to have bigger maps, because we're at, what, 3.5K size maps right now? Which, I mean, in reality, if you think about it, when a server on a weekday gets down to what I'm going to call absolute zero, pretty much when there's literally nobody on but 5 or 6 people, because, you know, it's the middle of the week and all the kids are in school, people are working, or sleeping because they were up all night, you know, working, whatever. Those are good times to roam on a slow server. Normally anytime before 3 p.m. Oh, I missed it. Oh, well. I'm not going to worry. We're going to miss more right here, too. Nope, I guess I'm not. Stay within a decent range for me, please. Jesus almighty. Let him take the wheel and see how he does. Better than me. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys are on the short side and you want to see the bigger picture, you know, jump over to the main side. But make sure you smash that like on the short side for me, too. You know what I mean? Every little bit helps. The more likes we get, hopefully the more recommendations we get thrown into. Maybe we can reacclimate this algorithm to remember that, hey, Animal does play Farm Sim, and there were lots of people that used to watch a month ago. Well, a little over a month ago. Not gonna lie, since the beginning of the year, I've been dealing with, you know, just dealing. You guys that follow me, you know. You know what's been up. I'm just hoping that this nicer weather will be a good impact. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for the warm weather anyway, because I love to go out and I love to walk up and down the road. I love to walk my road every day, mile down, mile back, 2 mile a day. You know what I'm saying? That's epic, along with doing a 5-minute in-place jog in the house. Between 5 to 15. It depends. Depends on what music I got playing, what genre. Turn on some Eminem Rap God and a few other Eminem songs, maybe a Weird Al Yankovic in there, get some comedic stuff in there. I'll sit there and jog in place on a treadmill for 17 minutes and forget where I'm at. Yeah, no joke. I can do that on a slow pace, but I've got to. I mean, the only thing I've got wrong with me is my nerves and my neck. I mean, yeah, I can't walk for very long, so when I do it, it's incredible when I can I do it. But normally I do like a 2-minute jog, between 2 to 5 minute jog normally. I don't want to overwork myself. Like I said, there's days where I don't hurt, you know, which then I can do a good 15-minute jog, but then I can't do setups. Try to do some setups after that, my nerves completely scream, "Are you stupid?" Like, seriously. I'm not lying. You know, you get those days where you wake up and you can't move for 15, 20 minutes and your nerves are screaming, "Why does it hurt?" Crushed vertebrae in the neck, nerve damage, you know, you guys know how that is. Today's pretty decent. I only got that mild tingle in my arms, thankfully. What's going on, chat? How you guys doing on the short side? Y'all doing good today? Y'all staying warm or chill? Depends on where you're at, I guess. We're actually pressing some decent temperatures today. 50. I think it dropped into the 20s last night, though. They're talking a couple inches of rain today. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, we do need the rain. The sooner the ground gets thawing out the rest of the way, the sooner I can get my rototiller on the garden back there and get it all tilled up. Used a tractor last season to break it all up since I ain't used it in a few years. Now she's all fluffed back up out there, and I just got to get out there, add some peat moss and a few other subtle ingredients and wood ash, stuff of that sort. Need to fluff the soil up some. I got a bunch of tomato seeds and green pepper seeds and all that. I even got some jalapeno seeds that I saved from some jalapenos that we gotten last year. Saved all the seeds out of them, dried them out. Got them on the road off the side vendor, so I ain't got to worry about like them coming at me for whatever. But I'm actually gonna try to I'm gonna try to grow some jalapenos this year. Hopefully I can get a couple of males and females, because I am gonna try to crossbreed them, and you know, why not? I want to learn how to make a good hot jalapeno. I want one that if I make some jalapenos and I buy all the stuff to pickle them, we make some pickled jalapenos. They be hot, not yeah. Like I love buying them cans of pickled jalapenos. There's a few different brands that I buy, but recently we've been getting them, and they've been like soggy, like they were too old when they were put in there, too ripe, whatever, you know what I mean? And they're just not hot, no heat to them. Once in a blue moon, I find a good red jalapeno in one, and it'll set the mouth a tingle, but I want to try to grow a few different types of peppers this year. Definitely not doing potatoes, man. Or onions this year, man. I'll just buy my onions. I did terrible with those last year. Well, I mean, I don't know if I build a raised garden. off to the side. I can do onions in there. Buy that really fluffy stuff that comes in big bricks there, that Pro Mix or whatever. I've put that in my yard before to help with my, because I have a high clay deposit in my yard and sand, which sucks. So I buy a lot of additives for the garden so that it's just not sand and clay, which is just, you know, soil packs down too tight, and those potatoes don't really grow. They get like stunted. I literally I planted my potatoes early enough this last year that I should have had potatoes, you know? My potatoes were the size of like 50-cent pieces and quarters. And I looked into it, and it's because of the high density of clay and whatnot in my soil. It like just like packed it down and whatnot, wouldn't let them grow like they should. So maybe I'll throw up a makeshift raised bed, you know what I'm saying? Some old tarp or something, just something. I can build it, you know. It's just got to be easy peasy. Something that water can drain out, you know, where they're not going to get flooded. Perfect, you know, decent runoff. Be the only real way I'd do potatoes or onions this year. Which honestly, I don't know, man. I mean, my corn, that all turned to, what's that stuff called, smut? Like, every bit of it got that smut look to it. People were telling me I could find the right buyer and I could sell it and make some money off, and I was like, nah, I ain't wasting my time with it. I just want some good homegrown corn, man. Oh, I gotta take my car in too. Something's wrong with my transmission. Tell you what, I love family, I really do. But I will never take my car to my cousin's body shop again. Because, you know, me and the old lady, we were looking at it, and both times I've taken both my BMWs that I've owned to my cousin's body shop to have paint work done. Either same day or within 3 days of getting it back, my transmission has went out on me both times. So I've come to the conclusion that my cousin sucks. Beep. And if he wasn't family, I would sue the out of him. But he's family, and I'm not going to be that kind of guy. But I ain't got a problem with a fat lip or breaking a jaw. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a lot of money I'm going to spend. I'm going to be spending a minimum $500 just to get this thing taken care of. Because I'm not tearing it apart to do it myself. I want it professionally done. I mean, you know. Not going to lie, you guys would probably miss out on me for a couple of weeks because I'd be sitting behind bars. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm so mad. Both vehicles, too. Within 1 to 3 days of getting it back. I'm a nice guy. But if you've never driven a BMW and you drive one, you would understand my frustration. You would understand. Just 'cause I love my family don't mean I ain't gonna bring down the heat. They say blood's thicker than water, but man, water washes that stuff away real quick. I'm just saying. And a little Dawn dish soap. Clean it right out the shirt, man. I'm telling you. What's going on, you guys? Everybody doing good? I'm just honestly, I've been watching the Weather Channel, waiting for them to say that, yeah, we ain't got to worry about snow anytime soon, which, you know, I mean, if you live in Michigan, you know better than that. I mean, you know it's coming. It's a matter of, you know, don't matter. We've seen snow in June and July, no joke. It's been a few years, but we've seen it. More often than you think. I mean, heck, was it 3 weeks ago? We were having 70+ degree weather here in Michigan, which was blowing my mind. And really threw my lilac bushes for a loop. Because they were like, we ain't even supposed to be doing nothing for another month. Here they were trying to bulb out. And then we get hit with 10 degree and -4 degree weather like 4 days after that. You want to talk about some insanity? It's Michigan. Mother Nature. I don't know if it's just her yearly, you know, obviously. Most go through that monthly cycle. Mother Nature, man, her cycle's so off, it's unreal. Live in Michigan for a year, you'll understand it. And if you guys already live in Michigan, you're sitting on the other side of the screen going, oh, we know what you mean. I'm not going to lie, I've visited a lot of other states in my 40+ years of living. And no joke, I even lived in Mississippi after Hurricane Katrina, right? And their weather down there, warmer climate, understandable. But their weather compared to Michigan weather was like, okay, little buddy. You know what I mean? You get rain down there, people get scared, and they start white, you know, getting them white knuckles going on their steering wheel. If you're a Michigander and you're down there, if you got those winter tires on, just wave to everybody as you blow by. I'm not worrying about it. Like, no joke, down there on the coast of Mississippi, when it rains, that rain is like ice. Like, no joke. And I understand why they say that it's slick to drive. But if you're a northern person and you're used to the snow and stuff, you got an all-season tire, you go to Mississippi, you can bust 80 mile an hour down those roads. You ain't slipping. Because you got the grip. It's dead serious. Like, I spent a year down there. A buddy of mine that I play Rust with, I don't know how long he's been living there. But, yeah. I told him to go out and buy some all-season winter type tires, man. I was like, you'll be thanking me. I spent a year down there, man. I know. It's crazy. I think I was down there in like one of their worst of times, though, right after Hurricane Katrina. You know, people were displaced, disheveled. Streets needing shoveling. I wouldn't give up living in Michigan for nothing, though. Can't lie. There is something about the wintertime, though, you know, having to make sure that your pipes don't freeze, which can be a little bit annoying. But we're better off than Alaska. No joke. Where's the plane at, man? I want to see this plane. We hit 50% on this field, man. In like 2 hours. Well, hour and 40 minutes, give or take. first 40 was spent on the other field. Yeah, you live a little, just a hair south, a little further south than I do, just a hair, not by much. Well, a couple 100 miles. It's really not a lot if you think about it in the bigger scheme of how the country's set, right? Yeah, the wife's family lives down in the same state you do, but where they live, I mean, they live in, it's not a gated community, but it's one of those communities where they're built like apartments, but you buy the place and it's yours. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I think that's how it works for them down there. I mean, it's like an apartment complex. I wouldn't call it an apartment complex because they say they own it. They pay for their own, like, renovations if they want, you know what I mean? Like, it's not done by, like, any apartment complex style, whatever. I don't know how they do it down there. It's weird. No, it's not. It's just the location, like, location. You guys got one benefit. You guys get to touch the edge of the Great Lakes. And only that certain particular area's got to worry about any of them lake effects. Now, Wisconsin, you know, they get to worry mildly about the lake effects. See, me, I live right in the middle of Michigan, so I'm stuck between both Great Lakes having lake effect weather affecting the land, you know, so it depends on which way the wind's blowing that day. If it's blowing from the east, I'm getting it from there. If I'm blowing from the west, I'm getting it from over yonder, you know. And I live right in the middle, so it's like when the snow comes up and over and drops down into the what I want to call the valley part of Michigan, where it's a little less on the elevation platform. Like we get hit hard. They get hit on the beaches and whatnot, and you know, surrounding areas, but when that stuff decides it wants to cut off, we're that end point right in the middle, and we get pinched good. I don't know if they're condos, but like it's kind of like an apartment complex. I mean, really, to me, I mean, living in Michigan, if I went to one of the apartments around where I live, I'd call it an apartment, but maybe it's classified. I don't know how it's classified. Like I said, when they want to renovate their area where they live, like, they can do whatever they want with it, whatever. Like, it's weird. Because, like, in the apartments that I lived in here in Michigan when I was younger, if we wanted to renovate something, we had to get the apartment's approval. We had to, you know, you just had so many loops to jump through. It was unreal. Them, it's like, oh, if I want to tear my bathroom out and put in all tile, I tear my bathroom out and put in all tile. You know. I don't know. I'm not a city person, man. I'm a country person. I love living out, and I like living out here where I can have a wood stove heating my house and all that good jazz. I'd have to ask the old lady. I'll have to ask her when I'm done streaming. I'll find out. I'll let you know later. Honestly, I mean, to me, it's an apartment. It really is. But the space capacity in it is pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't be able to fit everything in my house in it. Well, no, I wouldn't. My kitchen space is 3 times the size of that. But I live in a big, massive 2-story house. It was built in 1836, back before Michigan became part of the United States. Back when it was still part of Ohio. Sorry, Canada. My bad, not Ohio. United States got this state cheap too, I guess. I don't know. My house built 1836, so technically it was built when it was part of Canada, right? Consider it was like, honestly, 1837 is when Michigan became part of the United States, so. Technically, my house was Canadian for a year. Is that how that would work? Well, it was a school to start. And then eventually became a house. I think they added the 2-story part to it. I think it was 1960. I have to look at the paper. I gotta look at the paperwork. I think it was 1961 is when they added the second floor to the house. They took the steeple off the roof, which had the bell and all that jazz in it. Which was cool. I wish I could get it. But the bell resides in Vermont with the great-granddaughter of the original schoolhouse owner that originally bought this, bought the land and turned it into a school. Their family originally owned the property, and when they had decommissioned the bell and took it off the top, and when they moved out to Vermont, I guess out in the mid-60s, about 65, 66. I remember talking to her grandson because they actually were driving through, and they had her with, and when they seen the house, I guess it brought back, nostalgic feeling, so they stopped, and they ended up sending me all the paperwork to the house, the original building plans of the house. It was really cool. I've got all of it put up. But I need to look into getting this house labelized like Centennial or whatever. Or pre-American or whatever it's considered. Because, technically this place was built when it was still owned by Canada. Which is cool in my book. I don't know how it can't not be cool, I think it's cool. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hey, feel free to say hi, man. I'm just chilling. Just talking away. $55. We still got quite a bit to go, truthfully, if you think about it. But, we've hammered it out pretty decent. We've dealt with bigger fields. And the upside is that 99% of everything I've done today I've used just my steering wheel with. So, cha-ching. And I'm learning the basic buttons, the P for the shop so I can go buy equipment. I'm learning, okay? Normally I have the cool setup and the gadgets and gizmos. Well, that doesn't look like that'd be word. You know what? It is to me. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, once the ground's good enough and all my little seeds I've got germinating, then I can get back into doing my glass etching, because unfortunately I had to have a place to set them up and get them started. Last year I waited way too late, so I'm getting a start on my tomatoes, man. Like, I want to have anywhere from 4 to 8 inches worth of good fresh growth on top of the tomatoes. On top, you know what I mean. I am not looking forward to like the way my tomatoes turned out this year. Last year they were okay, but I didn't get what I was looking forward to. So I figure if I can get like 10 tomato plants going, even if I'm not a fan of the Romas, the little tiny itty bitty hard ones that you can buy from like Walmart. They're good. Don't get me wrong. To me they're flavorless. They don't have the juice that I'm looking for. Especially when I want to be able to can tomatoes and all that jazz this year. I am thinking maybe possibly a raised bed because I do want to have onions. I am doing green peppers, like I said, jalapenos. I want to make my own style of canned tomato juice for spaghettis, goulashes, not spaghetti, sorry, chili, goulash. Maybe even a salsa. Little hint, my old lady's Spanish. She can't handle the heat. So I want to make some salsa that's right there. You know what I mean? I want something that's going to be good and hot. Because like some of the stuff she eats, I absolutely love it. It's just like she'll start sweating. And I won't even get a bead on the brow. And it's like, I'm just built different. I don't know. Don't ask me. No clue. Me and her dad sat around one time just eating different types of hot peppers that he had. And she was looking at me like, are you crazy? It's like, are you serious? This is like the time of my life. Like, we could write a soap opera all about me just sitting here eating jalapenos and habaneros and other things. That'd be alright. Like, they were delicious. Not like some good medium salsa on some good chips or anything delicious, but they were good. It's almost like half the time we go somewhere, if I order something and it's going to be spicy, it's almost like, hey, can you bring me a sample out so I can just make sure it's spicy enough? You know? I should probably turn that one job in. Oh, no, we got time. I don't know how many hours are left on it. We just started this today. It's not a server. This is just me on my PC playing. I'm not on a server. I'm actually gonna shut my server down for this, I think. I get people that are interested in, doing server-based stuff and wanting to play instead of, and having something that's going all day 24/7. That way they can jump on, like if I'm not online type thing. Maybe we'll get back into it eventually. If the demand picks up for it. But, yeah, no. Way I see it, if I can save myself $12 a month or whatever it was I was paying, $11 after the taxes and whatnot on the stinking thing. If I can save that a month, I'm going to do it. When you get one paycheck a month, you got to learn to deal with it. No joke, chat. Young people these days, oh man, it'd be fun, it'd be great to be on disability. I got to do nothing, get paid, live the life. Wrong. Let me fix that for you. Get on disability, you get paid once a month. Only if you've got a really good, large amount of years backed up while waiting for it, do you get to live the good life. And then only then does that good life last maybe a month or two. Because then once reality catches up to you and you realize, oh man, I got all these bills I got to take care of, the rest of that money don't last. When I got hurt and all that jazz. I fought for 2 years to get my disability while still working, jobs. And I actually was going to give up on disability because I found a job that was going to allow me to become a supervisor. Like I've always wanted to be. I always wanted to be a supervisor. So I was like, box checked. I found myself the job, It was a friend of my family that was offering me the position. But he understood, though, that, I come from a ranch family, I come from a farming family. So I'm all about working. So when I got put on disability and they told me I couldn't work no more, dude, that was the kick. That was like the biggest kick right to the, the sweet spot. That sucked. I thought I had her made. I was like, I'm getting there. Here I am. Here I am. Definitely not where I wanted to be. Heck, back then I had it all. I actually had it all figured out on paper, I get the supervisor's position, be able to remodel my house. A couple more years after that, I already had it figured out how much money I'd have to save up. I already knew roughly what my salary, my monthly pay was going to be, because they paid twice a month at the factory for the supervisors, which I was cool with. And I calculated it out. I was figuring it out, and I figured, okay, within 2 years' time, I can remodel the entirety of my house, get a new foundation put under it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? And then within the 5-year mark, I could have myself a brand new BMW. I already had it figured out what I was going for. I already looked into payments, everything. I had this stuff planned to a T. So yeah, the day that they called me and was like, hey, Mr. Avery, you gotta go with disability, I was just like, the whole planning that I had went right down the drain. Not gonna lie though, I got 20 plus K for the 2 years that I had to wait, even though I was working. I did buy myself a BMW, not the one I wanted, because obviously the one I wanted was going to be a little pricier. But I still got me a BMW that I absolutely love. Now I got to figure out how to get that fixed, because somebody decided they were going to take my car for a joyride. And how do I know? Because I write my mileage down. I took pictures of it and everything. Took pictures of the mileage when I got back in the car. Got home, realized that they'd added 300 extra miles onto my mileage that wasn't there when I brought the car to them. That's how I knew something was funny with it. I keep track of stuff like that. Like, I could probably get on my phone right now and pull up the mileage from when I parked my car out here this fall before I put it into storage. Which, actually, I'm not going to lie, it hasn't moved not even an inch, so it's going to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And, you take your car to a body shop. They're going to move it around. They have to. So you can expect, like, 0.2, 0.1 of a mile being added to your odometer. You know what I mean? But when you get in it, you take a picture of it, you get home, you pull up your records, and you realize that your odometer picture that you just took and the one when you took it in 3 weeks ago has about 300 additional miles to it. But yet, nobody can get pictured evidence from cameras and stuff because supposedly they weren't working. What's going on, Wyatt? Welcome in. How are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So, I gave up on that. So, if you're ever in Michigan and you're in my area and you need body work done, I'll tell you where not to go. Offline stream, off a stream type thing, comments, you know what I mean? Tell you where not to go. And if you know the place, ooh, feel sorry for you. And like I said, I love my family, I do, but when something like that happens, I don't care if it was, oh, well, I needed to use it to go back to my house or not. Nah. So I did buy some, we do got a couple of those little air tag things that you can put in your vehicle to track. We do got a couple of those here now, so if we ever have to take our car to a dealership to have it work on, I put that underneath the seat. Every time. I don't trust people. I'm doing great, man. Absolutely great. I'm back on Farm Sim. I just had to get over. I had a lot of stuff going on beginning of the year. It's just been, you know. So I'm trying to actually get my stuff back on track where we were. We were aimed for 2K before the end of the second month, but the first month really kicked me right in the groin right at the beginning, and it's just been a wrench in the cog ever since. But the beginning of this month, like I said, I got bills to pay. I got to get my car into a garage to get it figured out on what's going on with the transmission, because I want to go out and eat people alive on the highway when I'm out doing nothing, when I'm not streaming, because I love to go fast. So I really want to get that car fixed, get it taken care of. Like I just want to find out like I'm really curious, because like that's the only reason why we got the stuff now for our vehicles, so that way I can know what's going on if we're gonna drop the car off somewhere. Because I don't know exactly what like I had new tire, like, okay, so both front of my tires, right, when I took my car into the dealership or into the body shop, family body shop, right, it was perfect. I pulled it out of storage, literally I pulled it out of storage, drove it for an hour, filled it up, had the oil change done, you know, so I drove it, so I knew it was good. Took that beast in, pulled it in, parked it at my cousin's body shop, got it back. As soon as I got it back out the body shop, literally 7 miles to my house, the car is shaking so bad that my teeth are cracking. I'm telling you, like, that's how bad my car's shaking. I'm like, what the heck? Take it in the next day to get the tires looked at, thinking maybe something's wrong with the tire. Both front tires were so smashed and bent in that they could not fix the rims. No, it's actually my car's four-wheel. It's X-Drive. My BMW is, which absolutely sucks. I hate the X-Drive. I really do, because you got that transfer case that you got to worry about. Well, my car is throwing up the 4x4, which I do have a thing now I can hook to the computer, so I can test that. And the only reason I have that is because of my late aunt, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing more in-depth look into it. But when I put it into storage, when I parked it for storage this last winter, and parked it off to the side and all that jazz, like 4x4 was coming on. It was rough riding. Like I said, I got tires taken care of. I've got, just to be on the safe side, I have it all sitting downstairs in a big box ready for the car to get taken into the shop. I've got all brand new motor mounts, transmission mounts. I mean, you name it. I've bought everything for it. I even bought the little miniature transmission motor mount stabilizer for said part that's having issues that I was just talking about there a second ago, which is now totally slipping my mind because I have that issue where I forget stuff, so I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I do get an OBD2 reader, yes. Unfortunately, like I said. But yeah, I do have one. I'm going to do more testing on it, figure it out. But I'm going to be taking it in the beginning of this month when I get paid, so that way I can have a professional work on it. Because as much as I really want to work on it myself, I don't want to. I really don't want to. It's my car. It's my car. I don't want to work on it. I'm gonna baby her. I'm gonna take her in. I'm gonna have her fixed. You know what I'm saying? And after the incident at the body shop, granted where I'm taking it, I've taken my other vehicle, so I trust that they'll take care of it. So I'm not gonna be one of those hovering Nancy's that hover over and watch every aspect of it, but you could guarantee I would be that guy that's watching over your shoulder, making, okay, yeah. You know. I love working on cars. I'm not working on my Sasha. I'll let somebody else work on it. I'll let somebody else, my car, that's the name of my car. Her name is Sasha, okay? I named my car. If you don't name your car, what kind of man are you? My mom's named all her vehicles. Everybody I know is in my family. I swear to God, we got an issue with naming them. It's the only car I've ever had that I've actually given a name to, though. Not gonna lie. Oh my God, too much info. This guy is crazy. No, I do technically. I do work on all my own stuff. I really do. It's just that with this BMW, I'm like a nurturing dad type, you know, like I want to fix it. I want to make sure everything's good, but at the right time, I want it to be done professionally. Not that I can't do it professionally. I mean, my dad's certified Ford, Chevy, Dodge, all that crap. Like, he could work on it. I could have my dad work on it, you know? And like I said, he's a state certified mechanic, so I know it would get done right. But it's family, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've already gave family too many chances. My dad's the only guy I would actually let work on my car, typically, if it's something that I can't personally do. But like I said, with the BMW, I want it done professionally. I want to make sure that there's receipts. I want to make sure that if something does go wrong, say a week or two after I get it back, that it's covered. So, I mean, granted, that's going through a lot for a 2011. You're gonna be like, whoa, a 2011. Hey, back up, okay? She's a pretty car. 328i, X-Drive, glossy black. Not the color I want. Not the color she'll be when I'm done. But she's my baby. And I'll tell you what, if you've never ridden on air, she's better than riding on air. It's like watching old videos from when you were a kid and you get that nostalgic feeling, you know, just brings a little tear to your eye. Oh, yeah. But better. Way better. Get the tear in your eye with the adrenaline rush. I love my car, man. For being a Michigan Map and being that I've just got on it today and I'm trying to what's going on, Ghost? It's Ghosty. What's going on, buddy? Well, considering that I'm trying to get all my barrels back in all my monkeys in a barrel like I need to have them, you know, like I had them before the beginning of the year, you know. I was doing pretty good, staying on track with everything. I think mentally, I'm getting back to where I need to be. Yeah, I said that mentally. And why? Like I said, y'all know I had a loss in the family. It was like my aunt, she was like my mother, you know what I mean? I talked to her more than I do my own mom. Well, I did. Still do. You know, you know what I mean. So no, I'm just getting myself mentally back on track with everything. Finally gave up on deciding to wait to get the stuff to get back into this game. But yeah, I've been going at it almost 3 hours now, man, and I know I got to get off in a little bit because I've got wipe day for Rust here in a couple hours, or less than a couple hours now. It's already 3:30, about an hour and a half. I do got a little bit of stuff to do before I get on there. So yeah, no, but this map's great, man. I love it so far. I'm gonna stick with it all the way through all of April. So. And I'm not on a server. This is just me playing on, was it called career mode or whatever. But I mean, so far, I mean, I haven't found any discrepancies in the map so far. No, okay, minor issues, minor issues, minor issues. One. And I don't know if it's just this map or not. Okay, so here we see weeds, right? Does that map look like it's getting, like, smaller to you guys? Maybe it's just me. I'm sitting here getting tunnel vision or something. I don't know. Don't ask. But see, okay, so this field here was weeded out, right? It was not showing me weeds at all. That's probably the only issue I had. Maybe because they were baby weeds. Not even full-grown weeds. I don't know. Whatever you call them. But that's the only issue I've come across so far. Again, I don't have the extra side panel. I am using a mouse, keyboard, steering wheel, and a controller that turned off on me at the beginning of the stream. I haven't even touched it. Thank God I haven't had to use that. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? I'm totally streaming wipe day. As long as my PS5 will hold up and not overheat on me, chat. If it does overheat on me, I'm totally screwed, and I'll probably kick it out my window. Because I do know I need a new one. If it had a neck, I'd probably just ever so slowly gently caress it and bring it back to life. That's what I'm at. That's what I'm at. The veins in my neck were not sticking out while I thought about wrapping my hands around it. I mean, I love my PlayStation. I do, but I gotta either get it in, get it fixed, or buy a new one. It's gotta last me till the PS6 comes out at least. I tried to play Call of Duty yesterday. I think we got an hour and a half in it. Then it overheated on me. So we'll see, chat. We'll see. My veins were totally not bulging out of my neck while I thought about how I could smash that with a sledgehammer. It was my first PS5. I bought them when it first came out, so it's lasted me this long. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see it last. I want to see it stick around at least till the 6 comes out, because then I'll just put it all back together, put all the external pieces on it, and put a sticky note on it that says, hey, may catch on fire or implode at any time. Implode, not explode. Implode, because the way the fans sound on it sometimes sounds like it's getting ready to jump into hyperspace. Zzz, like you know it's gonna go. It's getting ready to hit FTL, man. If you don't know what that is, that's faster than light. Travels. It's gonna achieve something nothing else has, I'll tell you what. No, I do need to get it in. Get some new paste put in it for you guys know what I'm talking about. I have let's see, I got my PC, which is technically not a console, so that don't count. I've got PS2. I think I got an Xbox 360 in the box over there. I've got 2 standard Nintendos. I think I've got a Nintendo 64 somewhere. I have my mother's and my aunt's original Atari 2600 from when they were little kids, which I originally played with. Oh, look at that. That's somebody I ain't seen in over a month. What's going on, Drifter? Just drifting in. Long time no see, man. He's like, oh, he's on Farm Sim. I'll stop by and say hi. What's going on today there, big guy? How you doing? Nah, I gotta mess with you a little bit. I'm just so happy. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I'm holding back the smile on my face. You guys can't see it because I don't got a camera in here right now. But I'm happy to be back on here, learning the control layout for my keyboard, which is, you guys know me. I don't like using the keyboard for snot. So, but I'm using it. I'm learning it. We're getting back into Farm Sim every day in the morning. Every day. And being that I quit drinking Coca-Cola, I haven't quit drinking. Okay, I'm lying. I didn't quit drinking Coca-Cola. I drink maybe 2 a week is all I've been having. So, I'm feeling better all the way around. What's going on? How are you doing? How are you doing? Second Chance Gaming, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, welcome back there, Bella Rosa. How have you been, everybody? How you guys all doing? This fine Thursday evening, early evening, whatever you guys want to call it, late afternoon, whatever. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3:30. It's still daytime to me. Whatever. It's a great day. It's a great day. I've only been drinking a couple cups of coffee a day, so I had to go through kind of like a withdrawal period from caffeine because I was drinking so much caffeine on a daily that I would get random headaches, if I wasn't drinking coffee or Coca-Cola. So I've been trying to step back. I've been drinking more teas, more waters. Obviously, I haven't been streaming on a daily basis. I've been streaming, a couple days a week, stuff of that sort. I know I was really streaming Rust there. Mentally, I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's a shift when you do this for a while. It can be taxing, and a lot of people don't tell you that. Last year and a half, 2 years now, I've been serious about it up till this last couple of months where, like I said, I just had to take care of some stuff. And I think I think I'm getting back in tune to where I was at. Less caffeine, more natural energy. Yippee-ki-yay, mother truckers. So now all I can do is keep my eyes bright and wide open, bushy tail, and be ready to see what the end of the year brings us. Hopefully 5K to 10K subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Is there? And yeah, you guys are going to definitely see a shift in my mood pattern for sure, considering that I'm getting off all that extra caffeine, getting all that good natural stimuli running. Definitely noticed a difference in my attitude and my overall how I act. Makes me feel younger, I tell ya. Love it. What am I at? 73%. Let's go. We're getting it. I should just finish. Should I finish this field off? I'm finishing this field, chat. Let's just finish this field off today. Oh, cruise control. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. And yes, I'm going to try to be back every morning with it. Like I said, though, as long as this weather starts staying nice, I think every morning I'm going to get my walk in before I do my stream every day. Try to get me a 2-mile walk in every day. Hit my 30 setups. I do my setups weird. Like, you know how most people, when you guys do setups, you lay down, you have your knees pulled up so that your feet are like on the floor, right? You usually have them like underneath the edge of a couch or a chair, or you know, like back when you were in grade school, you'd have someone sit there and hold your knees in place for you while you did your reps, right? Well, I've found this way of doing the setups and I really love doing them, right? And what you do is you just lay completely flat, and the only way to do your setups is to tighten your core, tighten the muscles up in your stomach, and flex your muscles and tighten them up to the point that you lift yourself off the ground. I've been doing that every day, I've been doing 30 for the last 2 weeks. I've been doing 30 a day for the last 2 weeks, and I'll tell you what. Oh my God, that is much more of a workout to do the setups than it is having someone spot you or having the couch hold your feet down. The burn is unreal. Don't believe me? Give it a try. And the way that you got to work your core to do it, like for me, I had to mentally pretend like I had like a log laying across my legs, right? Like I had to mentally picture something heavy laying across my legs, pinning my legs down. When I first started doing them, like I had to mentally picture something laying across my legs so that I could do it. I don't even have to do that now. I just lay down on the floor, start doing them. Love it. Does that affect the nerves in my neck? Dramatically. By the time I hit my fifth setup, my arms are completely numb. By my 15th to 20th, both arms feel like I'm getting stabbed with needles. But I'll tell you what, the burn, the gains that I'm making, the couple pounds a week that I'm shedding, like, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? I wear a size 36 waist. I want to see myself getting back into what I was back in, well, not back in school, because I was just too skinny. I only weighed 90 pounds soaking wet when I graduated. No joke, seriously. You should have seen me in my wrestling uniform. I looked like a stick figure with muscles. That was it. That was it. Like, I had no main mass definition or nothing. I wasn't, like, broad-chested and big. You know what I mean? I was just, like, a little tiny toothpick with muscles, man. I looked like Mr. Bill, but with a shadow. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. And I was in wrestling, man. I loved it, man. Very nice, very nice. See, now those are some gains right there. Those are positive gains through and through. See, when I got back into doing it a couple of months ago, because like not back into it. I've been doing it. I've been staying consistent, doing 20 setups a day, you know, since winter hit. Keep myself active, you know, during the winter, you know. When sleeping bears lay, they gain, right? You know. I want the good gains. I don't want those bad gains. Not that I want to look like Superman by spring, you know, out there in my swimming trunks with no shirt on, because I ain't worried about that. I've already got my Superwoman at home. I ain't got to worry about looking fancy for nobody special. Just myself. As long as I can look in the mirror and go, pop, 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 and make each little peck dance, I'm happy. I'm not looking at some, like, jelly-filled man boobies or not. You know what I mean? Like I said, I come from a ranch/farm family type thing. Like, sitting around doing absolutely nothing was never in my agenda of things to do. Tell you what, if I could pull my old bow back like I used to when I was younger, back before I got hurt, we'd be out doing some bow shooting videos and stuff. I'd show you guys how to hit a floating arrow or a floating target, man. Hey, dude, that's gains, man. That's gains. I mean, you're talking what, from 325 to 275, what, 50 pounds. So, yeah, 50 pounds. I mean, that's killer, dude. That's killer. My doctor, when I first started having to see him because of my switch because I have nerve damage. So, like I said, my arms, my right leg, it's all really messed up from the nerve issues I've got. And they got a procedure they can do to fix it. But I'm looking at, you know, a sizable chance of never walking or using my arms again. you know, I can handle the chance that when I'm going to the bathroom, you know, I know that I'm doing what I gotta do. Obviously, you gotta watch what you're doing, right? But, you know, when you can't feel nothing because your hands are numb. There, you know, depending on the state, you know, if you're, was it stage 1 or whatever, like the one where you become diabetic from, like, having, like, a mass injury or from becoming pregnant, stuff like that. Like, those are reversible. That's, you know, something that's reversible. Doctors always say, oh, it's not reversible, which is a lie. Clinically proven a lie. It can be reversed. A lot of leaner meats, chickens, you know, the white meats, good stuff, you know, not the high protein stuff like the beef, pork. Stay away from all that crap. A lot of the other glucoses and all that jazz that just don't help, that are natural sugars that your body don't need. Yeah, there's a lot to go into it. I've been watching a lot of stuff because my wife is type 1 diabetic, which she became diabetic when she gave birth to her first kid. So, like, I've been watching a lot of stuff about it, and like, I'm trying to help kind of push her in that direction because I want to see a healthier change for her because she's been diabetic. Well, her oldest kid's 17 now, so she's been diabetic 17 years, and she's at the point that she's got diabetic neuropathy going on. So that means that her legs are like my arms. I have a nerve neuropathy thing due to, you know, damaged nerves, to where hers is due to being diabetic. So, and that's good. That's good. See, and that's where I want to see my wife in the next year or two, off the meds, not having to worry about it. Like, she's been having to deal with it, a lot of re-regulating of her anatomy, because her sugar was running in the 200s, almost 300s, was her normal on a day, where she felt normal like me or any other non-diabetic would feel, you know. She was feeling that at like 200-300, which is insane. But now she's hitting like between 90 to 110, which is like what my normal would be, or any other non-diabetic's normal would be, roughly, you know, between 80 to 120, give or take. And she's been, for the last month, she's been experiencing that, not due to just the natural change in foods and stuff, but other issues with her body, like her kidneys and stuff are trying to fire up again on their own. So it's like they're trying to readjust her sugars on her, and it's just been to the point that it's got her anxiety so high that they actually have her on a heart monitor and everything because of how drastic the change have been. Oh man, it is horrible. It's terrible. And like, that's why the doctors wanted me to get off caffeine, was they were in fear of high blood sugar, stuff like that. Like, they were afraid to. Okay, so the doctor explained to me, well, after they did all the work, you know, they got the urinary samples, they did the blood work, because I had to have my blood work done this year. So they got all that, and they were like, do you realize that your caffeine level is at a point that is considered toxic? I looked at him, I was like, do you understand what you're telling me I consider toxic? Because I live on the caffeine and the Coca-Cola, and if I ain't got it, somebody might get hurt, man. I'm gonna freak out like Jekyll and Hyde, you know? Do some, not Ted Bundy stuff, no, we ain't gonna go that crazy. But you know what I mean. So yeah, so when he told me that, and I took it serious. So for the first couple of weeks, you know, I literally one can of Coke a week, one cup of coffee a week, and every week that I seen him for, I had to ask the wife, I was like, I think every 2 weeks I had to go see him, and every 2 weeks I was losing anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds per week. And he says, whatever it is you're doing, stay on that. And since you won't go do this, or this, if you can do this for me at home, and then by the 4-month period when we bring you back in and do, you know, if you show, you know, gains in a positive way, we ain't gonna worry about your cholesterol. We ain't gonna worry about no blood pressure or anything. I was like, well, is my cholesterol in, in parameter? He's like, your cholesterol's perfect. He's like, I don't get it. I was like, well, I'm just doing me, dude. Like, I'm doing what I've always been told to do. And now I took away all the other stuff. So, like I said, I'm feeling great. Minus, the subtle headache I do get every once in a while when I want that extra cup of coffee that I gotta kind of just gotta push through it. Caffeine is a drug. It's addicting. I love my Coca-Cola. That was one thing I share with my grandpa, and I'll never give it up completely. If I have to drink Diet Coke, I'm cool with that. Diet Coke ain't bad. Zero sugar Coke? Oh. Might as well dump that down the drain. I had someone give me one. I figured, add like a teaspoon of sugar in there and start with a straw or something, right? Would make it taste a little bit. No. No. Didn't work that way. Tell you what, though, I've been drinking a lot of sweet teas and green teas. Like I said, my coffees. I'll drink 2 cans of Coke a week. I'm happy. The plus piece for me is that I got t-shirts that beforehand when I'd wear, I'd have a gap underneath or around my arm, and now if I just flex just right, that gap's gone now, and it wasn't beforehand. I love it. Ooh, yeah, if you guys heard that pop, that was a bone popping. That's what happens when old people flex. The prehistoric natures come back, and you hear the cracking. That's no joke. Well, I've had my 2 cups of... Have I had 2 cups? Yeah, I've had 2 cups of coffee today. Wait. Have I? Yeah. I've had 2 cups of coffee today. I'm already on my 3rd bottle of water. This stuff's so nasty. What's the name of those little, like, energy drinks? Like, not energy, okay, like, natural energy / flavor packets. What are they called? That you can, like, buy for your water. Like, it gives you all the probiotics or whatever. What's the name of it? I know there's a brand out there. I just can't think what it's called. I know they make like a form, like a tea packet that you can get. That's what I need. You can't tell me I ain't getting my daily dose of water as long as I'm adding them to a bottle of water, right? Alright. That's how I see it. 84%. You guys, look at that. Oh, we're so close. Just a second. So, everybody, how has your guys' day been? I'm all over on this. Good thing when this is all said and done, I ain't gotta worry about taking all this stuff back to the farm. I should focus on contract work for the first couple of days, being back on getting stuff done, get my guys' money up there. We bought a piece of land. We got ourselves the white tractor. I know you guys don't watch me. You guys know I always buy the white. No matter what I'm doing, I always have a white. That's the brand name. I got a house. Got a tractor. Did not buy land. I did not buy land, right? Did not buy any land yet. I'm going to buy this one and this one. But I want to make sure I've got a tractor for harvesting, sunflowers and other grains. Whoa. Swerve much, animal? Just following them invisible lines I didn't see there. Yeah, I want to make sure I got the cash flow for that. Sorry, I had a hiccup come out as I was trying to talk. Multitasking. So I figure if I get everything, do that, get a couple days worth of these guys done, because we already got one technically completed, this guy, but I'm going to wait till I got this one done so I can get them. We do the baling tomorrow. Spend a day doing the baling. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, y'all know me. I love baling. Hopefully they give me a square baler, not a round baler. Losers. I hate the square or the round baler, man. The round baler, you got to stop. Well, you don't have to technically stop, but they got that one that just doesn't keep picking up afterward. You know what I mean? I prefer a square baler. And the sheer amount of fun I can have with the square bale wrapper and flinging bales across the map. Just absolutely, I don't know, child's play, I guess. I love it. I love messing around. Get it hurt. Get it hurt. It seems to be driving pretty straight and narrow for me, so I just let her stay on her pace and see what we get into. Again, I appreciate everybody tuning in, stopping by, hanging out with me for a little bit. That's epic. It actually means a lot to me to see us getting anywhere from 5 to what I have a little bit ago, 10, 11 people in on the short side even. Absolutely just a great day. Great day. I appreciate it. I know I'm over here streaming on both the short side and the main side format on the YouTube, so yeah, you guys are epic. If you guys haven't hit that like yet, what you guys waiting on? You guys know I'm chill here and we're just kicking back, relaxing. Besides, you guys are what makes this stuff tick, really, if you think about it. I'm gonna do something with the screen just real quick, you guys. Don't pay no attention to it, okay? Don't pay no attention to that. It ain't no big deal. No big deal. I'm just doing this for you guys' sake. Cause now you guys should have a little bit of music to listen to for a
Got a
minute.
plow in my hand, but it looked like a tux from a beast long gone. Boots in the dirt, got dust on my face like I just woke up in the age of stone. Sun come up on a fossil field, old bones sticking out where I sold my yield. Granddad said, boy, that's thunder lizards. I just hit the gas, made the tractor sizzle. Cornrows lying like a rib cage curve. Big skull sitting where the scarecrow were. Got mud on my chain, gold on my belt, but the ground got stories that it still won't tell. Prehistoric farmer, riding through the valley. Big tracks, big ruts, fossils on the prairie. Turn that rock to a thorn in the dust. I'm a no-world king in a pickup truck. Prehistoric farmer, digging up the past. Got the future in my pocket with the cash in the dash. If the earth got secrets, let it talk to us while we ride through the dino dust.
See, I'm hoping that in the next coming month or two, that I will be able to get my AI generated music to the point that I can actually use it, because the stuff I've got made I cannot use right now, and the system won't even let me use it on here until after I've paid for it, which is fine and dandy to me, because the stuff I bought that I'm, the thing that I've got, my AI music generation thing, all the music that I make, I'll be able to get it all as mine, so that way I ain't got to worry about any issues from, companies in the future. Thankfully to Ghost there, the one that was just in the chat earlier, he actually has probably one of I think the same setup that I've got on my PC, or close to, when it comes to the music stuff. So he made that for me along with the rest of the music I've got, because like I said, until I pay for the thing over there, it's all considered locked, which is fine and dandy as long as it holds for me. What's going on there, Ziba? Welcome in. How you doing? But yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, this next month or the month after, I'll be able to get my stuff paid for, and then I'll have all my own generated music, my own lyrics, all that. Copyrighted, everything, so I'm good. I do not understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. But I appreciate you stopping by. Welcome in. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the thing on it, but instead, what did it do? Deleted my, I didn't want to delete that. My bad. Sorry, dude. I wasn't trying to delete your message. I wanted to use my thing on my phone, but I guess it's not gonna work while I'm in a stream. My bad. I wanted to use a what you call it so I could read it, man. My bad. Oh, it's a formal way of saying hello and check. All right, all right. So I was trying to use my. I got one of those things where I can translate when I touch it, but it's not. For some reason, it's not allowing me to work on a live stream. I don't know why. That's weird. I appreciate you stopping by. Welcome in. See, and the thing is, the translator I got on my phone, like if I highlight it and then I touch it, it'll give me like the breakdown of the word, and then it'll also give me a spot where I can touch it and it'll read it off to me, so that way I can hear how it's pronounced, so that way I can at least say it properly. Pronounced ahoy. Ahoy. Yeah, I'm not young. I wish I was young. I'm 43, man. 40. Wait. 42. My bad. Wow, 42. 42. Trying to add an extra year to myself, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I got this thing on my phone where I can usually highlight something, then touch it, and it'll do a little thing on my phone. But I tried to on the stream on my phone. I just went over to my phone to go do it, and it wouldn't let me. So, yeah, now I'll have to look into that. Like for Spanish and stuff, like my wife, she speaks Spanish. So, like if I need anything interpreted that I can't personally understand from basic recognition patterns or whatever you call it from being around people that speak it enough. So I can usually understand what the understanding, but no, that's awesome, man. I love seeing people from all different walks of life coming through here, man. We've had people from all over, honestly, come through my stream in the past. I love seeing the different walks of life come through. It's just so cool, man. The variety of people that we get in here. We used to have this guy from I can't remember what part of Africa he was in, but he'd come in like 3-4 times a month, stop in and say hi and all that. He was really cool. That's been a few years though. But like I remember stuff like that from people. We've had a few different people from Russia come in. We've had people from Germany, Japan. We even had these couple younger guys that were in here. I'm assuming they were younger guys that were from like the China area. So like that to me, that's cool, man. Like everybody from everywhere, dude. It's just I love it. Whatever you guys do, don't get me and that yellow-haired, orange-faced dude from, the political side. Don't get me and him mixed up because I don't got the same values that Joker does. I'm here for those positive interactions and those good comedic values. Very cool. See, I learned Spanish in school a little bit, but when you take a class, you learn it, and then you think you're gonna use it, right? When you get out of school, or even throughout the time, right? Well, I took Spanish. I absolutely thought it was gonna be the coolest thing. Never, I was younger. I wanted to impress some people, of the opposite gender. And I thought, speaking their language would be cool, right? Well, yeah. Took it for a couple of years. And then then the family ended up moving away. So the one that I wanted to talk to it was pointless at the time, So I was like, well, I guess that's no point in that because they were the only Spanish people from where I lived at the time. It was all whites or whiter colored kids, like we didn't have the Spanish ethnicity there. It was just white kids and black kids. We had Indians too, which were cool. I love going to school with the Indian kids, man. Them guys were awesome. We actually had some that didn't go to a reservation school up where I lived. It was here in Michigan. It was cool. Epic. It was really cool. It was. I loved it. But, you go years and not using it, and then now I'm doing this 30 years later. You would think that it'd be a good time to use it, right? My wife, she's from Mexico, and she's fluent in English. She doesn't speak Spanish except for with her parents, so I don't really get to use it. I've tried learning it again over the years, and it's not like a bicycle. Once you learn, you never forget type thing. That's not how it works for me anyway. I keep falling off the bicycle. I don't know why. Oh yeah, no. When you're in a heavily, when you're in an area that's densely populated, in a culture that speaks a specific language, no, it's 100% worthwhile to have. But like I said, where I lived when I was growing up, mind you, I'm 42. Okay, I'm 42. I graduated school in 2001 before a lot of the people that are probably watching my stream right now were even twinkles in their daddy's eyes, unfortunately, for some people. You know what I mean? Don't take that as an offense. Take that as just that you're young, and got a long way to go, and I've already been through half everybody's trail that you guys are going to be walking. You know what I mean? So now if I was honestly in that position where it would be worthwhile for me to to have kept it and had, kept using it continuously throughout my, my because I was in middle school when I learned it, 5th grade, 5th and 6th. So, I had 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, to not use it because, like I said, the reason that I learned it moved away the next school year, so it was like, well, there goes my chance of being able to use it, And any other Spanish kids that moved to our school were fluent English and or just didn't speak Spanish. So I had one friend, his name was Anthony. He his parents, his mom, and I believe his dad too, because he was Spanish, Mexican, whatever you want to call him. But they were both from Mexico. But their English was as fluent as what you and me are like what I'm talking right now. So for me to speak it with a kid that didn't know it, and he had to learn it through Spanish class himself, because like I said, his parents didn't speak it. They've been here, they were here 20 plus years, I think, 15 plus years before they gave birth to him. So when you're around people that aren't speaking it, you don't use it, and they just didn't use it. So yeah, I had a friend that his family were from there, but he never spoke it. So what do you do, man? It's just not one bicycle I can get on and remember. I got pages of paperwork actually downstairs in a notebook where me and the wife, I spent like 6 months trying to get back into it and try to relearning it. And I'm after being so old, I'm just so set in my ways. It's like, you can teach an old dog new tricks, but some of those tricks are just a little too complicated for the old dog to be able to maintain. That's me. See, I can multitask, and I can do 2, 3, 4 things, 5 things at once. Well, like around my house, if I'm doing one thing, I can be doing this, I can be doing that, I can be over there doing that. You know what I mean? I can multitask. That's no problem. You give me 2 hammers and 2 nails, I'm gonna use my left hand to put one in. I'm gonna use the right hand to put the other in. I'm ambidextrous. I've got great peripherals. Like I can pull my hands all the way out to the side. As long as I'm standing straight, I can watch on each corner of my eyes. I can watch my fingertips move. So like my peripherals, great. Like I got the motor skills to do stuff, But when it comes to the mental capacity to do stuff like that, and even some technical stuff when it comes like the computer's technical side of stuff, I'm lost. I'm like a lost puppy with a leash just dangling, waiting for someone to say, "Come here, boy. I'll show you how to do it." Yeah, you know, it's getting some of that other stuff, man. I just can't really get into it. I am obviously. I have messed with my own computer. I've bought stuff to put in my own computer, so I'm learning at an extremely slower pace than general people would, I guess. You're left-handed. That's cool though, man. Dude, I became left-handed after I had my right arm ripped off my body for a year, dude. You guys are like, "Whoa, he didn't have his arm ripped off." Literally could itch my ankle while standing straight up while my palm or the back of my hand sat on the floor. Because somebody wasn't watching what they were doing and they dropped what we were carrying and my arm got tangled in it and literally ended up on the floor while I stood there, and I was just like, huh. And the first joke that come out of my mouth is, "Hey, look, guys, I'm Stretch Armstrong." That was the first joke that came out of my mouth. My supervisor at the shop looked at me and was like, "Avery, Mr. Avery, are you okay?" I said, "Dude, I can itch my ankle standing straight up. Never better." And for a year, my arm, well, not a year, 8 months, technically 8 months, my arm was in a sling on the side of my body, like a dead chicken wing, just laying there. I could move my fingers, and as long as I held my controller up on my chest at the right angle, I could play video games. So I had to learn how to do a lot of stuff one-handed for about 8 months out of the year. How was that? 2014 when that happened. Yeah, I had to learn to do a lot, man. It was a very, very impressive / learning curve. Oh, dude, it was like, there's no words that could describe it. Like, I was in shock, right? That when the tube that my arm was stuck in fell to the ground, I was more in shock that it happened because I had warned the company that it was going to happen, and they fired me when I tried to sue them over it. They fired me over it because they're losers. And one of my cousins actually sells boats made through the company. I'm not going to tell you the company. Just know that my last name is Avery, so naturally one of my cousins' last name is obviously Avery, and he makes boats. You guys can put it together. Look it up online. You'll figure it out. But either way, they fired me as soon as I told them I was getting a lawyer to deal with it, which they ended up doing after they brought me back to work and then tried to blame a bunch of stuff on me, which was obviously not in my control, which was stupid. But yeah, dude, it's like for 8 months trying to use your left hand to do stuff while your right arm just sits there and all you can do is move your 3 main fingers, your thumb, your index finger, and your number 1 finger, you know? Those were the only fingers I could move. For 8 months, my arm sat like that. And then I got surgery done. They reattached my rotator cuff, cleaned out all the buildup because literally 8 months of it just sitting there. My rotator cuff had almost turned into a cyst. And they had to clean it out. They had to get all that out of there. Put my arm back in place. I can lift my arm back up over my head now. I mean, I got 97, 98% range. That happened in 2014. But I've got permanent nerve damage due to that as well. And plus a car accident from when I was a kid. Quinky dink, huh? Not really the coolest thing in the world. But, you know, I mean, it happens. Let's hop back down here to our wee little house. Hop back in here. Where are those contracts at? Right here. Spacebar complete. Okay. Spacebar complete. Okay. Currently nothing active. We've got, oh, excuse me, 270K in the bank, baby. Yeah. We're getting there. The one I want's 300K, truthfully. Not gonna lie. I want the big set. I want the cool boys. So that's what we're going for here, and I'll show you what I mean. with the good harvesters. Right here. See this? You see this right here? The Colossus. The Lizard Pack. These guys are awesome. Because you can make abundant variations to this. And once I've got this guy bought, the sky is the limits. Literally with this thing. Because check that out. It'll do what I want. And then this will do what I want. That'll do what I want. And that'll do what I want. Wait just a minute. Okay. Never mind. That is. Okay. You got your standard and your 50 meter unrealistic God mode stuff going on there. I like my standard. But I do like having my work speed just a little bit faster. Because, 30 miles an hour. That's the way to clear a field. You know what I'm saying? I love it. That's what I love about that stuff. And I like how they changed it up, how you can do that, too. That's cool. Because a couple months ago, when my side panel there broke, I couldn't change the stuff out like that. That I noticed. There we go. Sorry guys, I've got so much energy. Like I told you guys, it's insane. I love the fact that I ain't drinking soda like I used to. I don't like the water. I'm not gonna lie. That's just yuck. Whatever. So yeah, this is our little piece of home down yonder, man. I love it. Like I said, we're gonna buy that Colossus, the Lizard Pack, the Colossus there. We're gonna buy both these pieces of land. Eventually work up. Buy this piece of land. Remove all this rubbish down here and put in, what are they, greenhouses, stuff of that sort. Because I'm like a virus, you guys. I'm like a virus. Or even a bacteria. I start out in one spot and I work my way out. Just a spider web, man. A tendril. Just me going everywhere, man. That's what it's going to be like. Wait. Okay, no, that's not how I meant to sound. Yeah, that was... Yeah, no, never mind. It's not what I meant, you guys. It could be everywhere. Alright, you guys. I am going to call it good, because like I said, I got less than a half hour to go to get around, get ready for some Rust wipe day activities. So, if you guys enjoyed this stream, smash that like, subscribe, share it with your friends. You know what's up. But while I'm talking, and I'm pretty much done, you guys know what's up. I'm going to hit you guys with this for the ending. I believe there's a jam. There is. Catch you guys back in the next. When that's done, the stream will end. Peace.
Got a
Later.
stone wheel rolling past the cornfield rows. Mama on the grill, got the fire glow. Dirt on my boots, but the drip still clean. Club on my shoulder like a backwoods cane. T-Rex tracks by the old mud lane. Berry stained hands, little purple on the grain. You pulled up, laughed at my caveman ride. Said, dang, you really living in the countryside. Prehistoric farmer, thank you for hanging out. If you like this vibe, you know what I'm talking about. Hit that thumbs up, let the tribe feel alive. Smash that subscribe, come and ride with the fire. One time. Got rocks in a row like a backyard fence. Sunburned neck, but the smile makes sense. We're kicking up dust, got the whole crew chill. Pterodactyl shadow on a red clay hill. You're sitting on a hay bale, scrolling that feed, laughing at a rapper trying to raise my steed. Before you head home, do a little good deed. Tap that button like you're planting seed. Prehistoric farmer, thank you for hanging out. If you like this vibe, you know what I'm talking about. Hit that thumbs up, let the tribe feel alive. Smash that subscribe, come and ride with the fire. One time. From a Stone Age barn to your screen back home, we're just passing that feeling through copper and bone. So if this wild world track here right tonight, tap, tap, stay strapped to the channel for life.